Good morning. It's day 24 of the 30 Days to a Better Us Challenge. Hi guys, it's Joey here. Okay, a couple things that you may or may not know about me. Number one, my mother is an incredible crafter. My grandmother was an incredible crafter. My other grandmother is an incredible sewer and baker, and my mom has always had a craft room, and many of you guys probably experienced this, that would make many Michael retail outlets jealous. I did not inherit that gene. Arts and crafts makes me break out into hives. Like literally, as we are sitting here having this conversation, there might be blotches that are actually occurring on my face. Which seems so silly because I think that many people probably think that I'm a creative person. They see me that way. I would like to say, Joe, are you creative? Well, of course I am. I wear this little Frenchy artisty t-shirt just to kind of get in the vibe today. If you haven't noticed yet, today's challenge is to be creative. And it's really a challenge for me because I start thinking about all those little things that go together in some way, and you need little things to make little things, and glue guns and fake flowers, and it hurts my face. I am so excited to have people in my life that are artistic, and that my daughter can make anything out of anything. One of my favorite gifts ever, and I wish I had that for you as I'm sitting right here right now. She actually made me a camera out of an Arizona can. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm still kind of in shock and awe about how she was able to pull that off. But she is incredibly creative. I would say that out of all of us, she's got the creative gene. My mom throws things out all the time. She just had my girls for a couple days, and they made t-shirts together, and she gets creative with the menu, and I'm a get things done kind of girl. Can anybody else feel me on this? So today our challenge is to get creative. And why is that important? Okay, so let's think about that. Well, first of all, we need to keep our brain moving, right? So prevention of Alzheimer's and cancer and dementia and all those other horrible things that start to eat at our brain. So we want to keep our brain moving, right? I don't want to say hand to mouth, but that's not right. Brain, hand-eye coordination, right? That's something that's important. We want to, maybe using these things and focusing in on something. A focal point for our creative energy. Maybe we have anxiety. Maybe we've got a lot of craziness kind of going on, and this could give us a focal point. I have some, again, amazing friends that paint and create, and another dear friend who can make treasure out of literal trash. It's just really quite incredible what you creative people can do. But why we need to be creative, and why some of us who might not consider ourselves, okay, well, so I color code things and I write a little, and I like to be creative with my language, right? And I like to think, I'm freaking out even just having to think about this. I like to think outside the box when it comes to solving a problem. And I think that that's what creativity does. It unlocks our ability to problem solve in our day-to-day life, while giving us a wonderful energy outlet and focal point for us to be able to just kind of slow our brains down enough to gain some clarity and launch into that next big thing. So today, as we are being creative, you know what your creative outlet is. If you're a creative person, you know what your creative outlet is. If you're like me, I don't know what to do with my hands, and I'm kind of freaking out right here. I feel you. So I'm just going to share with you, because I was really tortured. I'm like, well, I got to paint a picture today. I have a friend of mine who literally will bring a craft over here. Like, she'll go buy a box of something, and she'll bring it over here so that we can do a small craft together, so that it makes me not feel like I haven't been crafty, and it makes her laugh because she makes me do it. I don't think that's funny, Amy, for the record. But I love the things we've created together. But I was thinking through this, and I'm like, well, I don't know what my creative outlet is. And so I started asking my family, okay, what do I do when I'm freaking out, or when I need to get quiet or focus? And there were a couple things I remembered. So let me share what my creative outlets are as you start to think about how you can be creative today. So my mind's going a bazillion miles an hour. One of my favorite things to do is to grab a coloring book. And I have pens will travel, my coloring pencils, my markers, because they do go together. You need dimension, right? So my coloring books, and you can pick them up, and actually I do, a dollar store, you can pick up a coloring. When I'm traveling, this is like Xanax for me. But I have a problem. Again, a couple things might not, we're fact finding. We're learning things about each other today. But I color in chronological order. This is the first page of that coloring book, and because it's not finished, I can't move on to the second one. So clearly, this beautiful coloring book and I have some time to spend together. But coloring is a great way to do that. I just turn on some Harry Connick Jr. or some Frank Sinatra or some Enya, depends on what I'm feeling in the moment, and I just let it all go. And it's a wonderful time to pause and focus. Second thing I do when I'm not very good at sitting still and watching TV. So when I've got a lot going on and I need it to go somewhere and it's kind of a quiet time. This is a skill I actually picked up from my grandmother, something that I forgot that I absolutely love to do, but I'm sort of scared to admit it because the people that do it seriously and do it well wouldn't appreciate me probably coming into their ranks. But I love to cross stitch. And my aunt, who is amazing at this, has given me some incredible tools that are probably millions of dollars worth of cross stitch material. But this little $3.99 packet that I bought at, I don't know, Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something, this is just all I need sometimes to just kind of sit and focus. Yes, I did this. This is actually my own needle and thread, and yes, I did this. But it's a great way. Again, I got to be careful sometimes when I get into cross stitch because I put my earbuds in and I sit in my chair over there and I can just really zone out. So it needs to be the right time, but it's a great creative outlet. And when we unleash our creativity, we never know what it might unleash for us. So I'm excited for you today to find that outlet. Look, whatever that looks like, whether it is mowing your lawn in crop circles or wearing a tutu to work, or girl, pull out the funky shoes. Fashion tip. So solid black dress and the craziest of shoes, you will always look fabulous. Always. Maybe that's it. Maybe you throw a dance party by yourself. Maybe it's an avant-garde dance party. Maybe you paint that picture that you've always wanted to paint. Maybe your outlet today is just walking around a Hobby Lobby and letting yourself dream. Whatever that is, let yourself do it. Because if it could unleash your next thing, you don't want to miss it. I'm so excited for you today. Have a blast. Tell us what you did. Post pictures. Let us know how creative or not creative you got to be today. We look forward to sharing that with you, and I will see you tomorrow.